What's going on, y'all? I am here to tell you of 6 weird moments in my life. Usually, when you're going to a concert, usually it's the best experience of your life. You're going out hanging with your friends, having fun times, usually doing stuff that you shouldn't do, or, well, you shouldn't do, doing stuff that you want to do that's not allowed there, or something like that. So, I wanted to bring up weird moments. I've been to a lot of concerts over my life. Weird stuff has happened. You might not find this weird stuff, I'm just gonna call it concert accidents or weird things that had happened at random concerts. First, I'm just gonna set the stage on a few of these and then tell you what was happening. I went to this concert with my friend Nick, Ryan, and Vanessa, and at the time, me and my friends would like to, we'd do wrestling moves on each other or be like, oh my god, we're about to go see one of the craziest bands and shake them or something. So I'm just standing there and I don't think Static X had played yet, but I just felt someone on my back. And I just swung like that. And next thing I know, she's grabbing tighter, which I didn't know it was a she at the time. So don't be like, women beater or anything like that. So I didn't know who it was. I thought it was Nick jumping on my back because first of all, well, actually, I should have thought it was Ryan because it felt like, a small person that was on my back. Not, Nick would took me down if he was jumping on my back. So next thing I know, I fling this lady and she goes flying off of me. I see that it was a security guard. I go running off in the mosh pit. I take off my t-shirt and my hat, and I'm scared, and I can see these fools looking for me. I don't know if I had glasses on at the time. I took off my glasses. Might have had contacts on. I just tried to hide out. I had a jersey underneath, so I was trying to look like a totally different person. Scary as hell moment. I don't think I was drinking. I don't know. I'm not 100% on that sure. On that one, I'll never forget that concert because of this incident. And when we got home, my girlfriend at the time, Vanessa, explained to her mom as it was a whole bunch of white people, but it just sounded funny how she said it. And they said they crammed together like this, like everybody was compacted together. And she said the music started and they started fighting. But just to hear how she explained it to her mom was just hilarious. But that Static X concert, I will always remember. That lady jumping on my back, I thought I was going to jail. I didn't do nothing, so I don't know why. But security guards, they don't care. They'd be like, I saw that whatever had a dude up in there, he could have stole a beer or something like that, which I didn't do. I didn't do nothing. I was just hanging out with my friends. But crazy stuff like that makes awesome memories, and I will always remember that concert. And so, hey, awesome times and awesome first dates. I just met Vanessa at the time, and to see, I guess how she explained it, probably crazy stuff happened like that, was awesome. Cold Chamber. All right, at this one, Drowning Pool was the headliner. Cold Chamber comes out, and I guess they'd already been fighting off stage. They get like 2 songs into it, and Dez walks out, and he said, "This is the last time you'll ever see us on stage again." And so they got like halfway in the song, and next thing you know, the guitar player's singing songs, and we all know these songs, so why is the guitar player singing these songs? And next thing you know, they walked off stage, and the set was over. He walked out, threw the mic down, said, "This is the last time you're going to see Cold Chamber again," and everybody's just looking at each other like, what the hell just happened? And everybody, that's still, you'll hear tall tales from people in Lubbock. And we'll be like, were you at the show when Cold Chamber walked off stage? I've heard, and it sounds weird, but I've been to multiple concerts. People bring that up, and to hear their side of the story or what happened is hilarious. They walked off stage. Luckily, Drowning Pool came out and killed it. People used to hold by the rafters and hold themselves down and then drop into the mosh pit instead of crowd surfing. They would go crazy at that place. But that was another weirdest instant. This concert just sucked for a second. Good thing Drowning Pool came out and killed it, because if Cold Chamber would have been headlining, they came out and do 3 songs, and then that happens. And they didn't. They just had a CD coming out, so there was no way they had that Money Train was going to stop. The Dark Days CD was just coming out. I saw them a month maybe a month and a half later in Albuquerque, and it was like nothing had happened. But apparently stuff had happened because they didn't make another CD for 13 something years later. So something was bad with that. Alice in Chains, Lubbock, Texas, same damn place. They came out and they played half their set. Ryan had seen them the day beforehand, and he said they came out and did 2 sets. They came, did their first set. Everybody was staying. They even said, we'll see you in a few minutes. Lubbock, Texas crowds always have the worst people there, so some people might have been booing or talking shit or something like that. There wasn't a lot of people there, so, it's your comeback tour. You got this new singer. You might, you're hoping you're selling out places. So really weird atmosphere. We went with Kelly and Vanessa, and once the second set ended, people were standing around for 45 minutes, and then security comes out and he's like, concert's over, y'all go. And all we saw was Alice in Chains maybe play 50 something minutes. They didn't be like, they said we're coming back. They never came back. I love them. Like I said, they were number 9 on my greatest bands ever. I can't hate them. They came back and rocked it. So I couldn't be hating. Because, they came back and they did good stuff. They made good albums afterwards. Lubbock, Texas always just has a bad rap. There's another Lubbock, Texas incident that we'll go to. This one is an odd one. I wouldn't say it was a total concert fail. It's kind of my part of fucking up, kind of, other ones. So this one, me and Roxanne had went to the Uproar tour, and I was really hyped about seeing Sevendust. And all day, it was the day before the Bloom Fiesta, all day, it was raining, it was cold. I was just like, damn it, we just drove all this way. This is the first time me and Roxanne have went on a long trip together. And so we're trying to make the best of it. And I'll tell you how I made up for this after the long run. But so we go, and we're there. We go see Sevendust. And this dude comes rifling through the mosh pit like he was a football player. And I was on something that you're not supposed to talk about, so I was just, feeling great in America. So we go, and this dude just runs right through in between me and Roxy, and I was just like, hey dude, what the fuck, This motherfucker turns around like he's gonna fight me. How the hell can you hear somebody yell something over Sevendust playing, but this dude looked like some fucking beefed up dude that just goes to let's go in the mosh pit, let's go beat somebody up. One of those kind of dudes. So he's squaring off of me up in my face, and my heart is beating like this. Out of my going crazy, and I was scared shitless that this dude was about to knock me out, and I would have just probably went unconscious because what was going on, and it's raining and all this stuff. It wasn't good anything. So we go and see the other 3 bands, and they had so many. It was all emo bands, but they had it packed full of big bands. So all these bands are playing, and it just keeps raining and raining and raining. And we didn't bring no jackets. We didn't bring if we'd brought jackets, they'd have been soaked by this point. It was just raining so much that when you could see the lights flashing, it was crazy for me at the moment. You could see the lights flashing, you could just see rain just pouring down, and so we only made it. I think Bullet of My Valentine or something like that was playing. I promised Roxanne I'd make it up to her. I'd take her to an Avenged Sevenfold concert again. That was the band that was headlining at this Uproar tour. I promised I'd make it up to her. Years down the line, I've made it up to her multiple times. We've seen them. We've been close. We've been far away. We've been in the seats. I got pit tickets for the next time we're going to see them. So I made up for it. That was just a weird incident because we left, didn't see the headlining band. I thought that dude was going to fight me. I thought I was going to faint. It was freezing cold. Bad experience. Awesome seeing Sevendust. I don't remember much of it, but that's what happens to your brain, kids. Stay away. Next one, the Insane Clown Posse in Lubbock, Texas. We drove down there twice, y'all. I lost my job. Bad timings on all of it. It was Valentine's Day. I think I've told the story before. I went there. They said no, nobody asked for Valentine's Day off. I had asked off for it 2 weeks beforehand before they put up the sign. So it was my dumbass for losing the job, my fault for not following up on it and not, whatever. So we show up and their tour, all their stuff is there, but they're not there. Terrible. I thought it was over for ICP. I was about to give up until they came. We saw them a few years later in Albuquerque, and it was way better. But I was literally like maybe just a little bit away from ICP. I'm done with y'all after they no show twice, and then I drive this. It wasn't where you could look up stuff on the internet and be like, pull up Twitter and be like, oh, this bad happened. I need to change my plans. We drove down there twice. My friend Dave called and told us, they just called us, told us to not sell tickets, that the band canceled again. Terrible, almost changed how I might have never had a Hatchet Man on my, there it is. I almost thought I was pulling out the wrong arm. How much that would have changed. If they wouldn't have kept making CDs that we loved, I probably would have rolled out on them. This one, fucking disgusting. Sevendust. All we went to go see was the Sevendust. This was the day of my little sister's wedding rehearsal. I had family in town. They were pissed that I even went to this concert. I had Samantha was in town. I was like, we have to go see Sevendust. Blah blah all these things. I left a party early so we could go to this. We missed Sevendust. We literally heard Sevendust from outside at Stubbs. We were in Austin, Texas at the time. So I was pissed off but I was just like, well, at least maybe Black Label Society will knock it out the park. So they were like 2 songs in, and this dude behind us was just like, oh man, I gotta pee. And they were bringing up beers like crazy. Everybody drinks the Lone Star down there. So it might have just been that place that they drank a lot of Lone Star, but maybe it was cheap or something like that. So he was drinking them like crazy, and it was kind of, damp that day. I thought maybe it was rain or something like that. I just felt like trickling, and if you're a dude, you know what I'm talking about. When you pee on the ground, it jumps up a little bit or whatever. Well, this guy was like, I ain't gotta pee no more. And I turned around and I was like, was that the wetness that I just felt on my foot because I was wearing chanclas? And he's like, I flipped him off and said, you fucking asshole, you just pissed on my foot. And drunk people don't give a shit. I've had a shot today, I ain't gonna lie, but drunk people don't give a shit. And so I just left. One of the concert people let me use the hose and spray down my legs, which it was just a little trickle or whatever, but still, that's not cool if, a little bit of pee is just too much. You know what I mean? That's not cool. And so I'm gonna say that was my, you live and learn. You have awesome concerts. We've been to concerts that there's the Ozfest that was just bang, 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 bang craziness. You go to one concert and maybe it's their off night. You never know. You're always spinning the wheel with rock stars. You never know if it's going to be their best night, their worst night. What's going on? So those are just a few things I wanted to share of weird concert experiences. Write your weird concert experience. What was the best concert you ever went to? Has anything weird happened to you at a concert? Has anybody peed on your foot? Hope not. Has anybody randomly showed up, you thought it was the biggest band ever, and they cancel on you? ICP did to us. Some random security lady jump on your back and try to take you out? I took her out, even though I don't, I'm sorry for... If that lady's out there, I know you ain't watching this, but I'm sorry for throwing you off and throwing you on the ground. But don't jump on my back. This is America. Awesome concert experiences. I should make my top 10 of the best concert experiences because there's some crazy ones up there. I could just name probably 20 and can't even put them in the adjustments of craziest concerts and stuff that went on. Other weird experiences I didn't write when the mini riot happened in front of Albuquerque at the ICP concert. That was, they still played, so I wouldn't call it a bad, and I made it on the news, so 2 thumbs up on that. But, tell me what's your crazy concert experience. Tell me if you had fun times at concerts. Tell me anything. You could write you're an asshole at the thing, and I'd be like, at least he made it 15 minutes into the video to know that I told him to tell me an asshole. Call me an asshole. Have a good one. Don't fiesta too hard. It's a Wednesday, so you're on that hump day. Don't party too hard. Have a good one.